Hi guys, welcome back to Prashant's DevOps Den. So in this video, this is the second video of DevOps with AWS Zero to Hero. So this is the second video. In this video, first we are discussing about auto scaling group in AWS. So first let's discuss about auto scaling in AWS. Okay, so first of all, you should know what is like auto scaling. So this is auto scaling groups in EC2. Under EC2 we have auto scaling groups. So first let's know about auto scaling. So auto scaling means whenever you have heavy load or traffic hits your server, if you use auto scaling, it will create and destroy resources automatically depending upon the traffic. So for example, let's take Amazon or Flipkart. Let's compare the use case between normal days and sale days like Dasra sale or summer sale. At that time, the traffic to the servers is very high. Like there is heavy demand in at that time. So if you don't use extra servers, the servers would crash due to the overload or heavy traffic. To overcome this, AWS comes with a thing called auto scaling. So uh, now, uh, how the auto scaling group will install another instance or server? Is it possible? For example, we are creating auto scaling group. You give some parameters. For the auto scaling group. Like if the CPU load is more than 70%, okay, or the CPU load crosses 70%, create one more instance or server. Okay, uh, or if the so in this way you create another instance automatically. In this way the auto scaling group is used to scale resources and make resources highly available. Okay, this is about auto scaling. And there are two types of auto scaling groups in AWS. Okay, there are two types of auto scaling groups. The first one is horizontal scaling, and the second one is vertical scaling. Okay, the first one is horizontal scaling and the second one is vertical scaling. So first let's talk about this horizontal scaling. So if we talk about horizontal scaling, you have two servers. Okay, this is the first one, and this is your second one. And under this instance, see, this for this instance you have uh, 64 GB of RAM. Okay, and 1 TB storage and 16 core CPU. Okay, copy this and paste here. Okay, okay. In case you opt for you opt for a horizontal scaling. So in case this we have two servers here. So if you can set some parameters like if average of both the servers are more than 60 percentage, you just launch another VM here. Okay, it will launch another server, or the average of all the three servers crossed like 60 percentage, it will launch another server. Okay, okay, like this you will be like keep on scaling up your servers with horizontal scaling, and and with horizontal scaling with horizontal scaling, the configuration is same. With horizontal scaling, the configuration of all the instances is same. See, 64 GB of RAM. This is server 1, this is server 2, this is server 3, this is server 4. With horizontal scaling, the configuration of all the instances are same. Uh, when the CPU load of all the four instances, the average CPU load of all the instances crosses 60, then it will launch another VM with same configuration, with the same 64 GB of RAM, 1 TB of storage, and 16 core CPU. So this is called horizontal scaling. Many of the cloud providers use horizontal scaling, like Azure, for example, Azure, AWS. This all cloud providers you go for horizontal scaling. Okay, this is called horizontal scaling. Now let's talk about vertical scaling. So let's take another VM. Okay, so you just move this to a side. This is the server which we are using. This is the server which we are using. So if this server process 70 or 60 crosses the if this server crosses, okay, let's talk about vertical scaling. See, this is our server. So if the CPU load of the server crosses 60, I need a instance to be created with the configuration is in while we are talking about vertical scaling, the configuration will be increased. Vertical scaling means increasing the configuration of the instance or server. So 128 GB of RAM, 1 TB storage, and 32 core CPU. Okay, this is called vertical. So here most of the cloud vendors like AWS and Azure support horizontal scaling. GCP, Google Cloud promotes vertical scaling. So here the vertical scaling means increasing the configuration of instance. Horizontal means creating another instance with same configuration. Okay, vertical scaling will close the current instance. Vertical scaling will close this instance and create a, and it will increase the configuration, and again it will create the instance. This is called vertical scaling, and this is called horizontal scaling. Okay, now let's discuss what are the types of auto scaling available in AWS. So in auto scaling group, you need to define your configuration about what type of scaling you are looking for. Like there are four types of scaling in AWS when it comes to auto scaling group. The first one is manual scaling. So if you talk about manual scaling is equivalent to no scaling. That is, depending upon the traffic, you create one more instance manually. Okay, this is called manual scaling. And the second one is dynamic scaling. The second one is dynamic scaling. Dynamic scaling means based on the demand or load, uh, you will set some parameters. Like if my CPU utilization crosses 70%, or you have two instances, you have minimum instances, you give two, and if the average of the two instances crossed 60 percentage, the CPU load of the instances, both the average of both the instances and the CPU average of the CP load of both instances, the average of the two instances, the CPU load, if the CPU load crosses 60, then create one more instance or two more instances for me. You can give like that. So you can set load parameters in dynamic scaling. And and the third one here is predicative scaling. So in predicative scaling, AWS will scale for you. That is like, you will ask AWS to scale for you accordingly, so that AWS will predict and scale your resource. Like AWS will like watch your like what are your tasks going on, and what's your load, and everything. AWS will watch that for 2 to 3 weeks, and from later on, depending upon that, AWS will predict, and AWS will scale your resources accordingly. Okay, and fourth one, the fourth one here is scheduled scaling. Okay, in case of scheduled scaling, what is scheduled scaling? So you set some time, for scaling. For example, we have talked earlier, like sale, Amazon or Flipkart sale, uh, this day at this time, or else you say like tomorrow, like 25th 7 2026 at 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. you need to scale your resources. You can schedule like that. So this is called scheduled scaling, and these are the types of scalings that are available in auto scaling group in AWS. First one is manual scaling, second one is dynamic scaling, and third one is predicative scaling, and fourth one is scheduled scaling. In order to create auto scaling group, you just need to come to EC2 dashboard, And under EC2 dashboard, uh, you have to launch one launch template. We have to create launch template. Click on launch template, and if you have any existing one, you can go with. But I will delete this one and I will show you how to create a launch template. Okay, so I have deleted the existing launch template. So I am clicking on create launch template. So launch template name required. So ASG means auto scaling group template. Okay, and as we discussed earlier, you should give any version description for that. I am giving, yes, this is my v1 version 1, and just select like Windows OS. You just select here and click on select Microsoft Windows Server 2025 base. Okay, scroll down. Okay, we have our Windows OS here, and scroll down under instance type. We will be selecting t3.medium, because we are choosing like Windows Windows Server. So it would, if it is T3 medium, it will work like, it will have some speed, otherwise it will be like laggy. And under key pair, select your existing key pair, otherwise you just create one. And subnet don't include in launch template, and availability is don't include in launch template. And select existing security group. Under security group, select one security group, and you can go with. And rest of all, you leave it like that, and click on create launch template. Okay, the launch template is created. So come back to EC2 and go down to auto scaling groups. Click on auto scaling group, and see, click here create auto scaling group. We have 7 steps here. So first, give a name for the auto scaling group. So my auto scaling group ASG, anything. Okay, see, select a launch template. Okay, create launch template or select existing launch template. Click here, and this is my launch template which I have created just now. Okay, click on next. See, when you click on next, choose instance launch options. See, we have selected like Windows version, Windows VM for launch template, and version is default, and the description is 1. Instance type is T3.medium. VPC default would be okay. Come here now, availability zones and subnets. Select all the availability zones. Okay, okay, select all. So availability zones description new. If launches fails in one availability zone, auto scaling group will attempt to launch in another healthy available zone. Okay, balanced best effort. I will go with this, and rest of all okay. See here, you requested instance type T3.medium is not available in one availability zone. you need to change the instance type or choose other availability zone for better uh, resiliency. Okay, see, I think this was the one. 1E is not available. You just uncheck the tick mark and come down. Okay, we are good to go now. Click on next. See, the third step is integrate with other services. First one is choose launch template, and second step is choose instance launch options, and third one is integrate with other services. So as of now, we don't know what is load balancer and what are the steps stuff of load balancer. So now we are going with no load balancer. Okay, come down, come down. Okay, click on next. See, configure group size and scaling. Here this is the main thing for us. Desired capacity means how many VMs you need, like running always. See, you have web server. So to make the web server highly available and balancing the load, how many uh, servers you need. So I am giving like 2. Okay, minimum desired capacity I am giving 2. Max desired capacity I am giving 4. Okay, or else let us give 6 here. Okay, desired capacity is 2, always therefore uh, 2 VMs will be always available. Okay, 2 servers will always available. Minimum desired capacity is 2 and maximum desired capacity is 6. If we are using auto scaling. So if what we are giving now, if the CPU load of the average CPU load of my both the two instances is more than 60 percentage. For example, let me tell you like this. Okay, my CPU load for first VM is 85 and my CPU load of second VM is 80. So what what are the parameters I have given for auto scaling is, see, if my CPU if the average load for CPU of my both the instances crosses 70, just create another instance, one more instance. So 85 plus 80, how much? 160. Okay, 165. 165 divided by 2, that is 82.5. So it's more than 70, so one more instance will be created there. Like that, we have our desired capacity is 2, minimum desired capacity is 2, and max desired capacity is 6. So here, after that, choose whether to use a target tracking policy. See, we have discussed about one thing yesterday. Wait. It's a bit lagging, man. Mm, thank God. See, under auto scaling group, we have four type of scaling available for us: manual scaling, dynamic scaling, predicated scaling, and scheduled scaling. So that comes into picture now. See, if no scaling policy means manual scaling. Okay, manual scaling means no scaling. We will be checking the logs of CPU load, or what are the parameters you set. Then you will see what is the incoming traffic or what is the outgoing traffic with the servers. And if the traffic is high, you will be launching one or two more instances like that, in launching scaling manually. So that is, manual scaling means no scaling policies. Rest of the three comes under this target tracking scaling policy. So see, we have choose target tracking scaling policy. So scaling policy name is target tracking policy. And metric type. So what are the metric means here? The parameter. What are the parameters that you give for auto scaling? Like, see, here we have average CPU utilization. Okay, average network in bytes, average network out in bytes. Okay, application load balancer request count per target. This we are using like later, because as of now we have not discussed about load balancer. And this is like custom CloudWatch metric. This also we will be discussing about later. So as of now we are going with average CPU utilization. So now our desired capacity is 2. So see, the target value what I am setting, I am giving like 75%. If the average of both my instances, the average CPU load of both my instances crosses 75, create one more instance. That's what we are telling. Okay, rest of all we can come down. We are good to go with. And here we need one placement group. So choose a placement group to determine how instances are placed on underlying hardware. So we don't have any placement group. Okay, let's create one. Okay, click on create placement group and name my ASG. Okay, choose strategy. See, we can't use cluster type here because the cluster type does not support T3.medium. So let's try partition type. Okay, see, number of partitions. Choose the number of partitions to create in this placement group. 2. Okay, I'm going with 2 here and click on create group. Okay, the group is created and state is available here. Once again, click here. Okay, I have refreshed that and it is available, so that we can use this placement group in while creating this one. Okay, let's click here. See, it's not showing, so let's refresh this. Okay, now it will show. Okay, my ASG, select that one, click on next. See, add notifications. So this is one more thing, like when you are auto scaling, you should notify that the traffic is heavy or the demand is high on your servers. So we are adding one more instance, so you should be get notified like that. So you just click add notification. You just create one topic here. Okay, you just create one topic. Okay, so what is my topic name? My topic name is uh, auto scaling. Okay, let me give my I have given like uh, address, email address here. Okay, now let's click on next. Okay, we should not use gap in between. Next. Okay, tags, if you need any tags you can add here, otherwise click on next. And this is the last step called review. See, group auto scaling group name is my auto scaling group, and we have used the template. This is the AMI ID, and this is the version which you are using is default version, and the description or the version description version is 1. And the under VPC we are this is the VPC we have used, and these are the availability zones we have opted for auto scaling group. Okay, and one more thing I need to explain you, that is we are used all the availability zones under US East 1. Why? Because see, you have, for example, you have 6 availability zones here. Okay, US East 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D, 1E, and 1F. You have 6 availability zones here. So you are planning to scaling your instances under this availability zones, because you always need to, you always need to place your web servers under the availability zones which are highly available. So in order to do that, for example, let's place them here. Okay, see, now you have one of your web server here. Okay, and you have two web servers currently running. Like, you have shuffled one web server on US East 1A and one on 1B availability zones. One server on 1A availability zone and one server on 1B availability zone. So if the average CPU load of both the servers crossed 75, what you need AWS auto scaling group to create one more instance, so it will be created on 1C. Okay, so the average CPU load of, again the traffic is high, and the average CPU load of all the three instances crosses 75, then auto scaling group will create one more instance on 1D. Okay, or it will create on what is the high availability zone, in that zone it will create one. Okay, then after the again the traffic is high, and here also, like, the average CPU load of all the four instances crosses 75, then it will create one more instance here. Okay, then again, if the average of all these instances, average CPU load of all these instances crosses 75, then it will create one more instance. Here we have here we need here we give like maximum desired capacity is 6, but in the real time you need like hundreds of servers like that. So you have placed all the 6 VMs on all the 6 availability zones, and now again you need one the all the CPU, all the CPU's average CPU load cross 75. So again it will launch one VM on 1A. Okay, like that. If again the traffic is high and the average CPU load crosses 75, it will launch one on here. After that it will launch here, like on demand it will keep on adding 111. So another thing we need to know here, see, we have high demand, and the auto scaling group created one instance here and another instance also in the same availability zone, and other instance on in the same availability zone. Okay, at that time, due to any issues, if this availability zone was not responding, or any it got any error or something it happened, and this availability zone is no more available at that time, what you will do? Your 4 servers has been terminated, because the this availability zone has crashed due to some issue. So to overcome that, you will be not placing, you will be like shuffling one by one to each group. We should not place all our instances in the same group. You should shuffle one by one for to maintain high availability of our resources. If you understand, that's okay. If not, let me know in the comments. Okay, see, we are going down, everything is good, and click on create auto scaling group. The auto scaling group will be created now, and you just click on sorry, just click on EC2 and click on open in open in the next window, and click here, click on instances running. See, we have no instances till now, but after creating uh, ASG group, like auto scaling group, we have it launched automatically, it launched 2 instances for us. Let's give a naming conversion for the two. Let's it be 1 and the other one would be 2. Okay, see, instance state is running, and status check is like initializing. So meanwhile, let's go back to SNS. Like, it is a simple notification service, because we have opted SNS while creating auto security auto scaling group. So let's go to this, go to topics. See, this is our auto scaling. Click here, and publish message. Click on auto scaling group, and the it is pending with the request confirmation. Let's try to uh, confirm that. Go to Gmail. I will be logging in with my account which I have given there. See, AWS subscription confirmation, confirm subscription. Okay, subscription confirm. Click here and copy the URL here and come back to simple notification service and click for confirm subscription and paste the URL here. Click enter. Click on confirm subscription. Subscription was confirmed successfully and status pending confirmation. Okay, access policy, mitigations, active tracking, inactive, delivery status logging. It should be like we have created two servers like that. It should send notifications. Okay, let's try like let's go back to instances because we have created our auto scaling group here. So the number of instances it launched uh, was 2. Desired capacity is 2, minimum capacity is 2, and max is 6. Here we have selected 5 availability zones and creation time. It's at which time it's created means this is the time when it's created. You can see that in the details. See, it's created at July 26, 2026, 16:20 the time. And now let's go back to the instances and we will be logging into the instances. First click on the first instance. Okay, click on connect and go to RDP client and generate the password. Click on get password, give the pem file here. So terraform.pem, this is my key pair file, key pair. So the key pair what you have selected while creating launch template. So click on decrypt password. This is your password. Copy this, download remote desktop file. It's downloaded. Now you just open this. Okay, click on connect, give the copied password here, paste it here, click on OK and click on yes. It's been initializing. Meanwhile, come back to the second instance and deselect this and select to, click on connect, come back to RDP, get password, upload private key file, select the key pair, click on decrypt password, come down here and copy the password and download remote desktop file, open that, connect, paste the password here. Okay, yes, connect. Then it will be like initializing. So it is initializing. Then you just come back to the first server, come back to the first server, and so this is the server which we have created using launch template and a auto scaling group. So first of all, what we need to do, we need to increase the CPU load on this instance, because we need, if we have given that average CPU load of both the instances, if both the average CPU load of both the instances crosses 75, then auto scaling group will automatically create one more instance for us. So check let's try to check. In real time we are not using like this. Just to make you understand, I'm using this way. Don't be like, you just try to understand, but in real time you will be not doing like this. Okay, click. So now we have our VMs now. Now let's try to increase the CPU load of both the instances. Okay, for that you just create a new file, new text document, and open it. Just type anything dot bat. I just type sample dot bat, and just save control shift s, or you can save like this, save as, and save on desktop. Give this a name like same sample dot bat, and under save as type, like give like this all files, and click on save. Okay, and close this, and you just open task manager, and see the current CPU load. Oh, see the current CPU load of this VM. Okay, current CPU load is below 10, like that. Okay, now just uh, run this, and I'm minimizing this. See the CPU load, it's like below 70, 60, like that. And you just open another one and minimize this also. See, CPU load is like near to 100. Okay, okay, let it be like that, and go back to the second instance. Okay, now do the same here. Create a text document, open it, and sample dot bat, control shift s, desktop, sample dot bat, and file type all files, and save. Close this, and open task manager. See, this is one way to make increase in CPU load, but in real time you won't be doing like this. Now our goal is to like increase CPU load, and if the average CPU load of both the running instances crosses 75, then it will launch another instance. Go back to instances, refresh. It will take 3 to 5 minutes to launch another instance. Go to auto scaling group, click on refresh. See, the currently running instances are 2, desired capacity is 2, minimum 2, and maximum is 6. Instance, and go to instances. You do one thing, you save all the passwords in one notepad file. Click on refresh. It will take like 3 to 5 minutes before launching another instance. Okay, it will take time to launch. Meanwhile, let's go back to the instances and launch one more so that it will be around 100. Okay, go back to the second VM. Okay, good. See, it's near to 100, and first VM also CPU load is near to 100. Auto scaling group. It's still not installing another. Let's refresh once more. It is still not installing or not launching any VM. It's taking time to launch. Let's go to activity. These are logs from yesterday because I have launched up to 5 instances yesterday. So I don't think go back to actions and click on edit. 226 now. Let's make it. Let's make it to 7. Okay. For accounts created after May 31, 2023, the EC2 console supports create auto scaling groups with launch instance. Create auto scaling groups with launch configuration is not recommended but still available via CLI and API until December. Okay, that's 2023 third thing. No update. Refresh. See, now it launched under instance, like it's showing like desired capacity is 3. So let's go back to instances and click on refreshing the instances. See, the new instance has been launched and the check status is like initializing. So let's rename this as, give a naming convention 3. Click on connect RDP client, remote desktop or download desktop file, get password, upload the PEM file here, decrypt password, and copy the password. Go to downloads and open this. paste the password and click on OK. Yes, it's been initializing. Okay, our VM is ready. Create the same file with this instance. Within this instance, new text document. Open this text document, sample.batch file, and save this. Save as. Sample.bat and file type all files. Save this and close this notepad. Open this. Open another one. Open another one. Okay, I have launched 3 VMs. Now just check the CPU load by opening task manager. The CPU load is like near 200. Okay, let's try to open another. Okay, now it would be 100. Okay, go back. Go back to the instances. It will take some time to launch another instance. Go back to security groups, sorry, auto scaling groups. Refresh this. It will take some time to like what is that to become 4. After becoming 4 instances has been created. After it shows 4 instances has been created, for the 15th instance it will throw an error. So let's go through that error. Okay, it will take 3 to 5 minutes to launch another VM for us. Default cooldown time is 300 seconds. Let's try to check. 95 here, 97, 99. Okay, let's try to check on another VM. 86 like that here, and in this VM it's 93, 19. Okay, okay, 4 instances. Come back here, click on refresh. The fourth instance has been initializing. We will just rename it as fourth one. Okay, click on connect RDP client. Okay, download remote desktop file, get password. Password is not available. Please wait at least 4 minutes after launching an instance before entering the auto generated password. Okay. You need to wait 4 more minutes so that it will complete initializing. Okay, now we can go terraform.pem, decrypt password and copy the password, and go to downloads. Fourth one, click on connect, enter the password here. Just copy the password and paste it here and click on OK. Click on yes. Okay. It's initializing. Okay, meanwhile, uh, go back to instances, click on refresh. Status check is still initializing. Okay, do the same, create the file here, same file. Once again, I am telling you, like, this is not the right way to increase the CPU load, but as a reference we are doing like this. So to show you, like, the average CPU load of instances, if the average CPU load crosses 75% of all the instances, then it will create another instance, as we have given in auto scaling group. Sample.bat and all files, save, and close this, open task manager, open 3 more instances here. Okay, see, here the CPU load is 100. Okay, go back to auto scaling group, click on refresh. Now this instances and desired capacity will become 5. Okay, but it will throw one error for us. instances will become, desired capacity will become 5 I think, and instances will be still on 4 and it will throw an error. Desired capacity becomes 6. See, the desired capacity become 6 here. Go back to the instances, but no more new instances will be shown here. Why? Because come here and click on activity, come click on activity and see, this failed to launch an instance. Why? See the reason. Launching a new EC2 instance status reason failed due to the status of failed. The reason why it gets failed. Okay, you have requested more CPU capacity than your current CPU limit of 8 allows for the instance bucket that the specified instance type belongs to. Please visit. Okay, see, we are using like free account. No, I am using free account. We can only create instances up to 8 CPU. Okay, see, here we are using T3 dot medium. No, T3 dot medium, for each instance the T3 dot medium, it will be like having 2 CPU and 4 GB of RAM. So for 2 8 CPU has been already taken. So we got an error. Okay, I think you understood that. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's go back to the instance. So we have like, we have created instances, and on first two instances we have increased the CPU load, and the average CPU load of both the instances crosses 75. It created another one more instance, and we have also increased the CPU load in third instance, and now the average CPU load of all the three instances crosses 75. It have created another instance, and if all the if with all the four instances, if the average CPU load of all the four instances crossed 75, then it will launch another instance. In other cases it will launch, but in this case we are using this account, no, so it will not create. Okay, otherwise it would create instance. So now let's try to delete one instance. Okay, let's see what it would be happen. So let's try to delete fourth instance. Okay, for like to see what it would happen. Okay, actions, oh, instance state, delete or terminate instance. Okay, terminate. See, okay, the session has been ended for fourth instance. Okay, click on refresh. See, it is shutting down. And go back to auto scaling group. See, successfully initiated termination of the instance id, and that is fourth instance. Okay, let's click refresh here. The instance got terminated. It would take some time. Meanwhile it will create one more instance for us. See, it's showing like, still it's showing four instances. See, this is the fourth one, and it have created two more instances for us. Okay, and in these instances, one more instance will be terminated because only 8 CPU was the limit for our account. Or let's see what will be happening. This two more instances has been launched because we have deleted one instance. No, we have deleted one instance, and auto scaling group will recreate one more instance for us. If we delete another, auto scaling group will create another instance. See, come back to auto scaling group, and this will become now 5, and this is desired capacity is 6. Okay, minimum 2, max 7. Okay, okay, I think you have understood that. Now let's go back to the first and second instance and try to decrease the CPU load of the instances. Okay, we are on this first VM, and you decrease the load, and also decrease the load in this, and now the CPU load will be decreased to 50 or something. Okay, see, 60, 80. Okay, let's see, let's go back to the second instance and also decrease the CPU load in this instance also. The CPU load will be decreased to somewhat, and we are going to the third instance, and we will do same thing here. Here we have initiated four times. We have increased the CPU load, and okay, let's see what will be happening now. See, I think three of the instances will automatically delete now. Go back to this instance and decrease the CPU load. Okay, do same with all the instances. Go and decrease the CPU load, and go to the third instance, and here also, here you have already decreased the CPU load. So come back to the instances and click on refresh. See the beauty. Now we have 4 VMs already. The status is checks passed, and the fifth one is like initializing. So now what will be happening? Three instances will get like terminated. Any three instances from the five will get terminated because we have no CPU load, or we have no traffic to our servers as of now. So it will automatically yeah, the desired capacity is 2 now. Here, see, here the desired cap minimum is 2 here. So there will be only 2 servers, remaining all will get terminated. Let's refresh this. It will take some time before being the instances to get terminated. Go back to the instances, click on refresh, and all the instances are now up and running. Only the fourth instance which we have been terminated, we have decreased the CPU load on all the instances. See, the CPU load of first instance is below 10, and the CPU load of second instance is, this is also below 10, and the CPU load of third instance is also below 10. So let's see what will be happening. Come to auto scaling group and click on refresh. It will take some time before it will be deleting the resources, deleting the VMs. See, the status is like updating capacity, no? Now it will decrease the VMs for us. From 5 it will become 2 instances. The status should be desired capacity. Why it's updating? Okay, let's do one thing. Let's decrease the desired capacity to 4. Desired capacity 6. Max desired capacity 4. desired capacity to. Okay, now let's see. Okay, meanwhile, go back to this instance. Okay, let's see. Let's click on update and see what it would be happen. Desired capacity is 4, minimum 2 and max 4. The instances will be automatically get terminated. See, only 2 instances are running and rest of the instances are being terminated because it will take some time. See, it will take some time uh, before it's maintaining, like if you are using before we have 4 servers. If if the average CPU load of all the 4 servers crosses 75, that it will create another instance. If the CPU load becomes low, it will automatically terminate the instance. Okay, now what we will do, let's try to delete this one number one we have now. Let's try to delete one and uh, this instance one and this. These two instances are the only VMs that are running as of now. Remaining all are being shutting down or being terminated. Okay, let's try to terminate these instances. Okay, terminate or delete. Okay, see, we have initiated terminated to. We have initiated deletion of the remaining two EC2 instances. Okay, now let's see what will be happen. Okay, the instance has been terminated and the another instance also being terminated. Come back to auto scaling group and click on refresh. See, at desired capacity and the instances are 2, desired instances 2. Come back to instances, click on refresh. See the magic. 2 more instances would be created as of now. It will take some time to create because instances desired instances was 2 and the instances was, it should be at any time it should be 2 instances up and running there, because our desired capacity we have designed for while creating auto scaling group is desired capacity is 2. Now we have no instances up and running with us, so it will create 2 more instances. See, running and running 2 instances it has created. If even if you delete this again, even if you delete one instance or if you delete both the instances, it will create again. See, let's try to terminate instance. Okay, Okay, meanwhile I'm going back to cmd, run as administrator. Okay, aws hyphen version, an error occurred. So uh, we should configure CLI on Windows. Let's try to configure CLI on Windows. To configure CLI on Windows, open another tab. You just type here AWS CLI Windows. Okay, installing or updating the latest version of CLI on Windows. Okay, see, click on Windows and see you have this one. Alternately, you can copy this. You can come back here and you just paste here and click enter. It's see, the AWS CLI is being installed. Okay, click on next. Computing space requirements. Okay, meanwhile go back to instances. We have terminated all the instances which are available with us. Okay, click on refresh. See, again it's creating two more instances. One instance is running, and if you refresh again, another instance also will be created. To what extents when you delete the instance and it's being going on creating two more. If you deleted the two again, it will create two more. Till what it will be go on creating means you should delete this auto scaling group. Okay, in in real time scenarios, we will not be deleting the auto scaling groups because uh, the traffic will always be in there. If as we discussed earlier, if any like any sale or anything like that, any high traffic, heavy traffic is there on, or heavy demand is there on the VMs, the CPU load increases the desired the set above the set wall like set limit. Then the new instances should be installed, no, so that in real time scenario we will be not deleting the auto scaling group. For now we are being like we are learning about auto scaling group, so now we can delete this auto scaling group after we have done explaining auto scaling group. So you can click on delete and press delete. Okay, delete. And again later we are creating auto scaling group for, like we are being like explaining while explaining auto scaling group with load balances. That time we will be creating this auto scaling group again. And we will be also going back to launch templates and also deleting this launch template because due to cost variations and all. Delete launch, delete template, delete. Go back to instances. See, one instance is running and another instance will be created, and we have deleted the auto scaling group. See, this is shutting down, and another instance it's still not created. But if we have not deleted the auto scaling group, one more instance will be created here. Okay, now come back to this, click on next. I accept the license agreement and click on next. Next, install. AWS CLI is being installed here. Meanwhile, let's come back here and type S3. Okay, go back to S3, open a new link, open this S3. We have no S3 buckets here with us. Click on create new one. Okay, general purpose, global namespace, and account region. This is not S3 is like global. Like if we created S3 in one region, you can also use this S3 in another region also, because S3 has global namespace. Okay, you should give one naming convention as my S3. Copy settings from existing, no need. Object control ownership disable, no need. Let's everything keep like that and click on create bucket. My bucket name already exists, my S double three. Failed to create, the specified bucket name is already taken. Okay, see, the bucket name should be unique. Like we are using email, the email should be not same for two members. So in the same way, S3 bucket should be, name of S3 bucket should be different. Okay, my hyphen demo hyphen S3. Okay, let's try like this. Oh, 333 333. The specified bucket name is already taken. API is responding well. Okay, now it's being created after giving 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 threes here. Okay, now let's refresh this. We will be having one S3 bucket with us. Okay, oh, come back to buckets, and here we have one S3 bucket. Okay, let's go back to this thing. Okay, it's still being initializing. Okay, meanwhile go back to here and go to ChatGPT. See, in order to know about S3, like S3 is a simple storage service. Okay, it's scalable. It's a scalable storage in cloud. We can connect to EC2 using S3 to S3 through CLI. Virtually unlimited storage, high durability and availability. pay only for what you use. Easy integration with our AWS service like EC2, Lambda, CloudFront, and Athena. Okay. Uh, See, here are the storage classes with S3. Okay. Workflow is like create a bucket, upload file, generate your URL, or use an API to access the file. Download the process the file from an application. Okay. Simple storage service. Amazon S3 is a simple storage service in Amazon Web Services. Object storage service. It is an object storage service. It lets you store and retrieve virtually any amount of data over the internet with high durability, scalability, and availability. This is about S3. Okay. Now, why we are using S3 means you should know one thing here. Let's finish this one. We have installed AWS CLI. Now we will be once again checking AWS version here. Okay, AWS hyphen version. Okay, this is AWS CLI, and this is the version, and this is the version of Python. And here the Windows 11 is Windows 11 exe AMD 64, the system which you are using, your local system. This is your local system, like this is my local system. So now let's do configure AWS. So click on AWS configure. Okay, click enter. See, AWS, it is asking like AWS access key ID. So in order to access this, go to like click here and security credentials. Under security credentials, see, access keys. We have two access keys here. Okay, so click on actions, edit description tag. So do one thing, delete this. We should copy this access key. This is the access key. What is okay? Let's delete this because we also need secret key also. Deactivate. Control V. Oh, Control V. Okay. Create one more secret access key for command line interface CLI. I understood the above recommendation and want to proceed with the access key. Click. Click this box, click on next. Description tag value, if you need you can give create access key. So this is the access key, copy this, and also download CSV file here for future purpose, and paste the access key here, enter, copy secret access key, go back and copy and enter. US, see default region name US East 1. I am good to go with default output format is JSON. Okay. Okay, we have we have configured AWS. So now let's try to do this. AWS S3 LS. See, we have only one S3 bucket in our account. So the S3 bucket is showing. If we have 10, with this command it will show all the 10. If we have 20, if we have 100, with this command, what are the S3 buckets available with our account, it will show all the S3 buckets here. Okay, see, we have done like AWS CLI, and we have connected to AWS through CMD with AWS CLI, and through AWS CLI we give a command like AWS S3LS, and we can see what are the available S3 buckets that are within our account. So I have connected to my local machine. That means I have connected to my laptop, from my laptop to AWS account. So in order to do the same thing with with the running instance, I have created one Windows T3 dot medium uh, like server, and I have named it S3-EC2. And see, I am going to roles. Type here, if you want to go to roles, type here IAM. Under IAM you will be, you just click on roles and you will be going to roles. Okay, so you are in the roles now. Click on create role, AWS service. We are creating role for S3. Okay, click this S3, click on next, and you need to select the policies, permission policies here. Okay, use existing policy, create inline policy. These are all are like you wish to create new policy, or use existing policy means if you have any policies, you can select that and you can copy policies from another role here. Okay, you just select S3 full access. Okay, AWS Amazon S3 full access. Click here and click on next, and give one role name here, S3 hyphen EC2. Okay, yellow S3 to call AWS services on behalf. Okay, this is the thing, working in this is the policy. This is what we are creating and what it will be happening in backend. Okay, so create role, creating role S3-EC2. It's taking a lot of time, man. Okay, the role has been created. Okay, the role S3 has been created, and last activity. Since we have not used this role, there will be no activity for this. Go back to instances and click on refresh and go to actions, and in actions security, under security you will be like modify IAM rule. Okay, click here, no IAM rule. If you choose no IAM rule, any IAM rule, then currently attached to the instance will be removed. Are you sure want to? No IAM rule. Why the roles are not being shown? It would show. All means it will take some time or something, man. That's what I'm not understanding. We have created the role just now, no? I think it will take some time. Go to S3 EC2. Okay, S3 role created. Maximum section duration is 1 hour. Okay, let's try to refresh once more and try to actions, security, modify IAM role. It's not showing from here. What we can do? Create another one. Create new policy. This manage cloud instance role. Okay. Create new policy. Like not this. Remove. Remove. Use existing policy. Okay. Okay. Let's go back to the instance, or just close this once and click on actions, security, modify IAM role. Let's see if the role is available. No, just create one role. Okay, use existing policy, click on S3, S3 full access, and create role. Okay, instance role, update IAM role. Okay, the role has been created, and now let's try to connect this instance. We have just added S3 role, S3 full access role to this. Okay, click on connect, RDP client, get password, terraform.pem, decrypt. Now copy the password and download remote desktop. Open this, connect. Paste the password and click on OK. Click on yes. Okay. Open terminal and go to download settings. Okay. Okay. What is this man? Not this maintenance. AWS. AWS. S3 LS. It's loading. Oh, it's not recognized as command. Let's NAS administrator. AWS hyphen version. Okay. Why the error has been thrown? Did we configure AWS CLI? No, no. Let's go to the browser, confirm and start browsing. Close this window, open your window, close this, and AWS CLI on Windows. Okay, same as before. Okay, come down and click on Windows and copy this. Just paste it here and click on enter. Next, 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 install. Finish. Now let's try to get AWS hyphen version. Oh, we have installed it on here. No, why it's still showing like that? Okay, see, now it's okay. Okay, AWS S3LS. See, it's showing my demo S3.